Hey, 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 I hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. It's your favorite remote work enthusiast, Delilah. And like always, I need y'all to stop and drop what you're doing because I have some hot leads to share with y'all. And I know you're gonna wanna hear about these because I have the ever elusive, always in demand part-time. And I actually have 2 positions, and one of these roles is urgently hiring. The start date is July 1st, and they just posted this. And if you look at the calendar, July 1st is literally right around the corner. So if you're someone who's like, I need a part-time job right now, okay, pay attention. And I have 2 for you, and both of these leads come from a company called U-Haul. We know U-Haul, so I'm not gonna delay. We need to get right on into it so you guys can get your application in before these disappear. But first, make sure you take care of business by hitting that subscribe button, tapping that notification bell, and selecting all notifications. I know YouTube sometimes doesn't tell you guys, even when you have it selected to all notifications, but that's the only way that they will eventually tell you, even if it's just a few hours after. So take care of that business, and once you do, we'll be ready to jump in. All right. Okay. I'm excited. Part-time. Now, really quickly, okay, if you guys caught my video about a month ago about 8 part-time jobs that are always hiring, on that list is U-Haul. And remember, I mentioned in that video that if you go to these companies' websites and you don't see that they're hiring, check back frequently because they're always hiring. And that is exactly what I do. I check back on these companies just like I tell y'all, okay? I eat my own cooking, like we say here down the South. I do what I tell y'all to do. And that's how I found that U-Haul has these 2 part-time positions. So if you didn't catch that video, I'll make it pop up here in the right corner, but we got to get into the first lead, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so jumping on in here, the very first lead is the role that I told you guys is urgently hiring. Right now, U-Haul is hiring for seasonal sales and reservation agents, and it says that the pay is $17 per hour. The start date is July 1st, and that's coming around the corner. So there is no doubt in my mind, if you put your application in, you're going to be hearing back pretty quickly if they like you, because they got to get people in place for July 1st. Now, in this role, and I'm going to hit the highlights because remember, there's a second lead that I'm going to share with you, and it's also part-time. They call out specifically that this is a great summer job, okay? And it has potential to promote to a permanent part-time or full-time role if that's what you want. But they specifically call out students, educators, or anyone who wants a temporary job. And another video that I made like a month and a half ago that I'm going to point y'all to is on my homepage on my YouTube channel. It's the temp jobs video. So if you're someone who's like, I like temp jobs, watch this video as well as this 8 part-time jobs video. I got to do my little shout outs because I have a lot of resources. Now, in this role, it says that they are currently seeking talented individuals to serve their customers during the summer season. As a seasonal sales and reservations agent, you will work remote within defined guidelines, including scripting and reading customer advisories to facilitate the reservation process for customers through inbound sales calls. So let me put this in another way. U-Haul, these are the people who provide the moving trucks and tows and all of that stuff. Okay, people are calling to reserve the moving trucks and the trailers, and you're assisting with setting up that reservation. Very simple, very straightforward, and most of us have probably used U-Haul. I've used U-Haul many times because I have moved many times, and U-Haul has always come in handy. Now, it says that they are accepting applicants starting now through July 1st, and this role is going to go through August 31st. It says the end date for the seasonal position is August 31st unless offered a part or full-time role, and you must be able to work at least 8 weeks, must be able to attend all mandatory training, must be able to work 25 to 40 hours per week, no overtime. Candidates with availability closer to 40 hours are preferred, but it's part-time. And it says must be able to work at least 1 weekend day per week for at least 1 6-hour shift, shift. Working 2 is preferred, so nice to have, but don't have to. And you should be available to work between 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Arizona time. So you just want to convert that to your time zone. And working holidays is required. We are open and customers need our help. Hours are not guaranteed. Your schedule will fluctuate based on forecasted customer call volume/demand. So that is the part-time seasonal lead. And to qualify for it, it says minimum experience, strong interpersonal and communication skills, ability to prioritize and multitask, including navigating and using multiple business applications, successful completion of a job-related assessment is required. This is a no experience friendly role. They just talk about being able to take the assessment, be a good communicator, and being able to multitask. So if you're someone who's never worked before, I mentioned in that temp jobs video that temp jobs are a great way to get experience, especially if you haven't had any success getting hired anywhere else. Temp jobs are a great way to put that experience on your resume, and now you have all of these jobs unlocked and calling you when you apply. So if you like this lead, then to apply, all you would need to do is hit the apply now button. I would not delay because, like I said, this process is going to move fast since they need people to start July 1st. Now, really quickly before I go on to the second lead, if you want to make applying super easy peasy, check out my remote resume builder software. The $1 trial is still going on, y'all. For $1, you can try out my software that me and my team built from scratch to help you get hired faster and easier. And this is a resume and cover letter making software. Now, it's super easy if you want to start from scratch. All you would need to do is name your resume and go through this 5-step wizard. And once you just answer the questions, you put in your information, the software does all the heavy lifting and boom, okay, it produces you a beautiful ATS optimized resume. And if you're not familiar with what the ATS is, the applicant tracking system is what all resumes go through in order for you to get to the other side of hopefully an assessment or initial phone call interview or whatever the next step may be. You have to have the right format. And a lot of times people aren't getting through it because the format of their resume does not populate the information properly. Okay, this is something that a lot of people don't know, but I know because this is what I do. Okay, now if you're like, I don't even want to start from scratch, Delilah, don't worry, I've got you. Okay, with the $1 trial, you're gonna get over $300 in bonuses. Scratch the $282 in bonuses. I have other resumes in the software and I'm gonna be adding more. Okay, I've been telling y'all I've been working. I don't just throw anything together. I make sure that I look into a bunch of leads and all of that, but you're going to get all of these ATS optimized templates with the $1 trial. And the template that I recommend you guys use, if you don't have any experience, do the no experience resume template. If you have experience and you've worked in customer service, you can use that one. And if you're a student, like this position calls out, maybe you don't have a whole lot of experience, but you're a student, I have a template for you. So there are 3 different templates that you could use to apply to this position. And it's easy to make them your own because inside the software, what makes it even more easy to use, okay, you can easily duplicate and go in to edit your resumes. So you never start over. Okay, once you have a resume, it's in there. You can go in, duplicate it, edit it, and that's how you customize it. And customization is key when getting hired. Never just submit the same resume and cover letter. Always customize. And that's one of the main reasons why I created the remote resume builder software. And you get a cover letter template too. And if you want to start from scratch, you can. You name it, you go through the 6-step wizard, and then boom, you get a cover letter beautifully formatted. It prompts you to enter all the right information, and we have a template for you. So go ahead and get your $1 trial. If you decide to keep the software, it is only $37 per month. And keep in mind, each of these templates is worth at least $47. So $37 per month to make unlimited resumes and cover letters is unheard of. And all of the resumes and cover letters you create is stored in your own private dashboard. You can take this software wherever you go because it's cloud-based, meaning there's nothing to download. You would just access your computer and you have access to your resumes and cover letters. So go ahead and opt in. We have a support desk. Our support team is in the desk every single day. We are responsive. We take care of our customers. You'll get emails with your own login for the tutorials. You'll also get an email with your login for the remote resume builder software. And then you'll get an email with frequently asked questions, a link to our support desk. Okay, we take care of you. So don't worry if you ever have questions about your subscription or the software, how to use it, how to do something. We will get back to you the same day. And in most cases, we'll get back to you within hours. Okay, so go ahead, get your $1 software trial. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain. And now let's jump to the second hot lead. So last but certainly not least, the second part-time position from U-Haul is their Eli verification agent. Now, this is similar to the first lead that I shared, but you're going to specifically be working with customers who are booking their rentals through their app. So it says that this position requires receiving inbound calls and making outbound calls and interacting with the customer via chat to explain and or obtain the required information to rent. At the same time, you'll be helping multiple customers digitally or via chat. So this one is more chat based, okay, more typing, more, non-phone based. You will have to make those calls, but because people are doing this through the app, most of the times these are people who only want to communicate, texting or through chat, but you do have to be open to taking those calls. Now this role pays $16 per hour. And then they do mention here that Arizona applicants in the Phoenix metro area would need to go into the office, but if you're not in the Phoenix metro area, then this is remote. So, that's a lot of us, okay? And so this opportunity lets us know that you're going to get great benefits with it. And as far as requirements go, this one does mention 1 year of customer service experience. And if you do have, some type of experience, but not quite 1 year, I personally would still apply. It doesn't hurt. I know they say that's what they want, but it doesn't hurt to try. I think they might entertain you if you have a good resume, even if you don't necessarily meet that 1 year of experience. But don't listen to me, y'all. That's just what I would do. And so all of the same skills of being a great communicator apply to this role. So I hit the highlights. And so they also talk about the training here. It says that it'll be 1 week of training and it'll be instructor led. And it says after initial education, you will be working independently with additional continued education courses, counseling, and coaching from the leadership team. And so the hours, you can work anytime between 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Sunday. So for folks who are like, I want to work late at night, or I want to work, super duper early in the morning, the hours are here. And you do need to have weekend availability for Saturday and Sunday. So if you guys like this lead, I would get my application in. I would apply to both jobs if both of these work for you, especially if you're someone who wants to do more typing based work. That's what you would, mostly be doing in this Eli verification agent role. So get your application in ASAP. The apply button is at the top right. But wait, there's more, you guys, okay? Now I've given you guys lots of tips. I've given you resources. But one resource that I highly recommend is watching my 1 hour ready to work from home workshop. This is where I give you the secrets to getting hired to work from home. I have worked from home in multiple remote positions before I ever got on YouTube sharing jobs. It's best to learn from someone who's actually been there and done that. And then I've also been on the other side where I've done the hiring in an HR capacity. So I can give you tips from both perspectives, and it's just 1 hour and it's gonna give you the power to get hired. So put in your first name, your email address, hit register, make sure you have something to take notes with, and you will be taken immediately to the workshop room, and that workshop will be ready and playing for you. Okay, you're gonna get a lot out of it. People have told me that the workshop could be, a course on its own and that I could charge for it, but I'm giving it to y'all for free. So take me up on that. And then after you have gotten your $1 trial, you've put in your applications, you've watched the Ready to Work from Home workshop, you're like, Delilah, I want to put more applications in. Well, guess what? I have the mega list of jobs that has 491 companies that will hire you to work from home. Okay, you can search this list and I have it separated by contractor roles, W-2 roles, and some keywords for common roles and positions that they offer at these companies. So if you want more customer service, that's your thing. Like, customer service like the back of your hand. Well, guess what? You can type it in. There are 109 companies that are known to hire for customer service positions. Okay, this is where people are getting hired. Okay, this is how people are landing interviews. We have the direct link to their careers page so that you can apply securely and safely. That's the secret sauce to not only applying securely and safely, but to also apply to jobs that not everybody has gotten their application in for, because not every job is advertised on the job boards. You can find all of these awesome opportunities that everybody hasn't put their application into. Thank me later. And then last but certainly not least, I know y'all got to get your applications in. Check out my Amazon storefront. If you saw the requirements for the job leads mentioned, they talk about needing either Windows 10 or 11. Well, all of the computers in my Amazon storefront meet these requirements. And if you are on a budget, I'm talking about you have $100 and some change, you can get you a computer that will meet these requirements. You can actually get the whole package, the whole hookup for just $119 when we round up. And it'll be to you before July 1st. So you can be like, I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready, U-Haul. I got what I need, because Amazon will hook you up. All of these are sold through Amazon. They will all meet the requirements. So check out my Amazon storefront. Make sure you check out the mega list of jobs. Watch the 1 hour ready to work from home workshop. Definitely get your $1 trial for the remote resume builder software. You get all of the bonuses, which include the resume and cover letter templates. And of course, get your application in for these hot leads from U-Haul. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly hope this has been helpful, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.